Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is July the 16th. All right, guys, I don't know why I wanted to say a different date. You guys probably saw me pause, but today's July the 16th. All right, guys. In my first video that I did today, I actually had to pause the video and ask Alexa what the day was, because I'm like, am I in the right timeline? Because I feel like I'm shifting into a different timeline. Some of you may feel like that. Maybe you feel like you quantum leaped into another timeline too, where today does not feel like the day that it is. I don't know if it's just me, but that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm in a different timeline, okay? Like something has already shifted. And even though it may not look like in the physical realm, I feel like in the 5D sense, like the, spiritual sense, that it has shifted. So I don't know if it's just me that feels like this, but anyways, child, let's get started, okay? I'm going to be using the Golden Future Oracle deck. I have not used this deck in quite some time. I want to see what the future, okay, like even if it's not like the future, like 2045 or 2060, I know that's a long way, right? But I want to know like what your future self is trying to tell you at this time when it comes to certain circumstances, environments, people, places, things, technology, all that good stuff, okay? Like what's happening right now and how that could be affecting our future self, and what our future self is trying to tell us right now to kind of prepare us for what's to come, if you guys get what I'm saying. So let's see. All right, let's see what the universe has to tell us at this time. All right, what spirit is trying to convey to us, because I know the universe is always trying to convey certain messages to us. The question is, are we really paying attention, or are we just, pretending to pay attention and still going with the flow? Okay, so here we have 11 communal markets. Trust that all you need will come. Okay, when it comes to communal markets, I think of newer beginnings, change, okay, communities coming together and supporting businesses, local businesses. So what I find with this energy, birds are significant like falcons, and I mentioned this in another reading last time, okay? Crystals, there's something about fruits, pyramids, okay? So fruits like apples, bananas, blueberries, things like that, peaches, beets, grapes, like all of that, okay? There's something about you guys when it comes to community and supporting businesses, like local businesses. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling that you guys are learning to support your local people. So when I think of that, I think of like corporations. Say corporations are trying, there's like this interesting looking bug. I don't know why where I'm parked, I'm seeing so many interesting looking bugs, and this does not even look like a dragonfly. It looks like something else. Maybe it is and it's a baby. I don't know, because I don't see a lot of baby dragonflies. But anyway, that's also a spiritual sign too, dragonflies. If you guys want to look that up, you guys can do that. But there's something about corporations losing out on business, okay? So I would say like from maybe a couple years from now, right? Say this is like corporations, right? These corporations could be losing businesses because of the fact of them doing things, and I'm trying to speak in code, okay? 333 on the timer. I'm trying to speak in code because those who get it, and those who don't, you'll figure it out eventually. But there's something about corporations being caught, or corporations being shut down, or corporations being found out because they're selling us things that they shouldn't be selling us. Whether this is real or not, chemicals are significant, okay? So just like how anybody can go on their balcony or their backyard and grow their own crops and grow their own fruits and vegetables and things like that, depending on where you live, because obviously if you don't live in a hot climate 24/7, it's harder to grow crops and certain things, right? But if it's summertime and it's in that season, it is pretty decent. You guys can get away with it, like thyme, cherry tomatoes, peppers and things like that. But I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to open your eyes, or like awaken about certain corporations, how they sell food to us, how they provide food to us, how they make food. And it's almost like, when you're going to a restaurant and you notice that people just don't care, like, when you say that someone cooked this food with a lot of love, That's what I'm talking about. Like people who cook food with a lot of love. So like family business, ma and pa shops. Some of you guys are starting to go back to that, like forgetting about Uber Eats, okay? Some of you guys are forgetting about Uber Eats, going to your local farmer, your local butcher, and you're supporting them instead because you feel like they're more trustworthy than going to a grocery store or a bigger corporation that's just selling muck. Okay, take whatever resonates with that. That could be a new beginning for some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to this energy. But let me see what else comes out. But local farming, local, you know, communities, even when it comes to like business, right? It's like people are not, say people are using AI, because it happens. Okay, people are using AI to give them tarot readings and stuff like that. And I get it. Sometimes you can't trust people. I get that. But I would prefer to get a tarot reading from an actual human than a computer, because I can put whatever I want in that AI and say it's true. Look at Wikipedia. Okay. Just say, look at Wikipedia, okay? Wikipedia is a perfect example. You can't trust everything AI tells you. I remember in the beginning of my journey when it came to my business, out of curiosity, I used AI to make certain flyers. This was like in the beginning, like literally a year or two within my business, okay? Like halfway through. And then I realized like I'm correcting a computer, getting upset because I'm correcting a computer because I'm very particular. And I said, oh, hell no. If I have to keep correcting you, I might as well just do it my damn self, okay? So take whatever resonates with that. It's like, you know, when you're just dealing with certain things and you're like, I'd rather do it myself than trust a computer to do it, or a robot. And that's very significant. You guys could be seeing that too, where robots are now starting to pop up a lot more frequently, and people are using robots for performances and stuff. Forget the humans, right? But for some of you guys could be asking your angels for something with the number 28. Okay, so there's something about asking your angels when it comes to, maybe you guys are trying to figure out what's going on, whether this is about your own personal life, the future, okay, society, community, whatever it is. You guys are asking your angels for something, and they could be responding to you or giving you, like, you know, the answers, or giving you the tea. Okay, so take whatever resonates with that, right? We also have planetary cleansing, and that could be something you guys are asking your angels. Okay, planetary cleansing, keep your space pure and clear. Okay, when it comes to the planet, the universe, when it comes to your room, as simple as it is, when it comes to your car, okay, keeping the space clean. When the space is clean, the mind is clean. Okay, there's something about Mother Nature. You could be asking the universe for something with your angels, and it's like Mother Nature is showing us. Okay, if you pay attention, Mother Nature is showing us in different ways what we need to do as a society to help clear the space. Okay, if you notice in this picture, there's so much junk. Okay, so much junk, and all this junk looks like scraps, like garbage, and like technology and stuff like that. Okay, and if you notice, like, all these like animals and insects are like flying away or moving away. Okay, so it's almost like, you know, when humans, look, you know the saying, humans always ruin everything, okay? Humans always ruin the ecosystem, okay? Things of that matter. That is very significant, and some of you guys could be resonating with that in that sense with the number 35, okay? So number 8, death and transformation is significant too. Releasing what no longer serves you. There's something about that. Some of you guys are releasing technology, okay? Like I said, this could be AI, because even with this, with the water, and like this looking like a you know, a dumpster, but then also like a dumpster with, like, you know, parts, like internal parts of like a computer system. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I feel like that's the energy right now. It's like some of you guys are opening your eyes and realizing there's certain things that are happening that is a no-no. Like, literally, we do harm the ecosystem, but it's getting to the point where we're harming it to a point where it's bad. Okay, it's bad. Okay, so take what resonates. I swear the dragonfly is gonna fly in here, and I don't want it to. Like, I just seen it in the corner of my eye. That's why I was just like, oh no, no you don't. Stay outside, okay? And that's what I don't get with bugs. Bugs always find a way to get inside, and then they panic and struggle to get outside. And then when you try to help them to leave, it's like they don't leave. That's why I don't like bugs, you guys. They stress me out. They stress me out. I know there's a bug lover on here that's just like, girl, it's not that deep. It is, okay? But Number 32, so 5, 3, and 2 equals 5, leadership and decisions. Okay, it says make choices for the highest good of all. Butterflies, birds. Okay, like I said, when it comes to the ecosystem, this is you guys, okay? Root chakra energy, okay? Being connected, okay, when it comes to your roots. So there's something about coming together when it comes to communal markets, like I said, coming together, supporting your local, markets or your local farmers, cleaning the planet, helping the planet, not littering. Okay, fine. Maybe you're somebody that doesn't want to clean the planet. I get it. Not everybody wants to be, a helper, picker, upper. But being aware that you throwing out your scraps on the floor outside when there's garbages that are out there that you can throw your garbage and things like that, like doing little things like that to help the environment is significant. And that's what I'm saying, where some of you guys could be helping the environment in those ways, but then you have other people who are humanitarians who, God bless them. Okay, I love people like this, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the one that's walking around picking up garbage. I really don't. Okay, so I'm one of those people, but I don't throw my litter out on the floor. I either recycle, I throw it in the garbage, or I go to like those places where, like, if they say like to put your batteries, I go there and I dump it there where I'm supposed to. So even little things like that is significant, where you guys are helping the environment in different ways. Now, are these corporations doing their part by separating those garbages and putting them where they're supposed to? That's a good question. We don't know. Okay, we know that we're doing our part, but we don't know if they're doing our part. So it is a domino effect as well. Okay, yeah, we have the population seize your opportunities with the number one. Okay, newer beginnings. You guys are seizing newer opportunities or newer beginnings, because you guys are taking the opportunity to put yourself out there. So it's almost like coming together, whether this is like the masses, whether this is social media, your spirit team, your ancestors or guides, whatever this is, it's like you guys are asking for your angels to support you in something. And it's like bringing people together. Yeah, group consciousness, embrace oneness with the number 44. Same thing I was saying. It's like the universe is making you guys come together, making us as a collective come together to help support whatever this this idea or this ideology that we have, because it's like we're all thinking the same thing, but then the problem is we're not seeing each other in the real world. Like, we'll see each other maybe online. So it's almost like, okay, if I don't see this in the real world, how do I find a way to see it in other places? That would be you posting online. This could be on YouTube, TikTok, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the timer, social media. So I mean, some people don't like using Facebook, but Facebook, okay, as an example. So social media, right? Taking advantage of those platforms so that you can basically come together with your collective soul tribe of people who resonate with you, have the same mindset, same thinking, you know what I mean? Things like that, to help change or make this change, okay? So this card says crystalline light body, build your crystalline Merkaba, okay? So there's something too about crystals and lotus flowers, okay? Like I said, you guys could be, seeing hummingbirds, butterflies, like I mentioned before, because transformation and communication. So there's something about you guys, your DNA, okay? Whether this is you connecting in your DNA or like upgrading in your DNA. This could also talk about helping other people upgrade their DNA as well, and that's significant too. But whatever this energy is, it's like you guys are literally upgrading or coming together and upgrading as a group, okay? That takes a lot of work. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work, but it doesn't mean that you guys are not doing it. You guys are doing it, right? Excuse me. I just had a hiccup. So there's something that you're doing, like I said, when it comes to this energy. It's like people may not want to see what it is that you're trying to do, but you're doing it. And it's almost like I said, a domino effect, where it's like if one person does it, then other people are going to do it too, or other people see that you're trying to do something or build something or create something, and it's like maybe they like what they see, so it's like, you know what, let me join in on this, or let me do the same thing, or let me basically like work towards it as the same thing, right? And that's also the energy that I'm getting too. So it's like for some of you guys too, when it comes to that, it's like you guys could be doing certain things where people, places, things of that matter, it's like they're starting to see that when it comes to your energy, you're trying to build or make a change. And it's like, if people want to hate on that, let them hate on that, because if they really wanted to make that change, they would have done it a long time ago. Okay, creativity with the number 7, like I said, inner knowing. Okay, creativity. So there's something about expressing your soul energy, like I said, expressing who you are. Sound bowls could be significant. Okay, your inner child when it comes to dolphins, ducks, okay, feathers, okay, are significant. Even when it comes to like outer space, right, that's significant. That's what you guys could be doing as well when it comes to like conscious community. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card and end this. But there's something about, like I said, community. So like I said, you guys are building your own community or coming towards your own community when it comes to like the collective energy. And I think that's really beautiful, because I don't really see that like before. Now I'm seeing it and I'm like, I'm loving this, right? So 9, homes. Live in an ecological, creative, and fun space. Okay, so dogs are significant. Okay, there's people like being happy. Rabbits or bunnies or hares are significant. People coming together of all different races, groups, and religions. Birds are significant. Hot air balloons. Like I said, you guys are building a community which allows people to feel like they're at home. Okay, expressing your love with the sexuality card. Obviously, expressing your love doesn't mean like, you know, you and that person are doing it, okay? But expressing your love is also part of sexuality, being comfortable in your own sexuality, the skin that you're in, whether it's two men expressing how they feel about each other, like, you know, obviously it just depends on the situation, whether you're gay, straight, whatever. But a lot of times straight men, okay, they think it's no homo. Okay, like I hate hearing that, but straight men who say things like that because, you know, somebody's saying to their male friend, you know, friend, I love you, I appreciate you, thank you for being there, thank you for being a support system. What's wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. And it also makes you kind of realize that some of you guys did not grow up in a home where it was safe for you to show love and appreciation without being judged, or without being told that that's a particular thing, like, you know, that means you're fruity, or that means you're like, no, it just means that you're expressing yourself. Okay, so there's something about your sexuality, being comfortable with that. There's something about golden city, so coming together ecologically, okay, work satisfaction, doing things that fulfill you work wise, you know, things like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end it here, okay guys, but obviously take whatever resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support as always. All right, I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Again, like I said, tomorrow's Friday, so, you know, do what you will. Okay, but thank you guys for the support. I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right guys, have a wonderful Thursday. Bye guys.